Hi everybody, this is my Module 9 case study. To summarize the case, we are looking at Triscuit Middle School, which serves 7th and 8th grade students with about 80 teachers inside the school. It's located in a large metropolitan area, and there's a major lack of parental involvement in Triscuit Middle School. When evaluating the results of the past state assessments, it shows that scores are well below the average in both math and English language arts. And many students do not use good testing strategies, and they will leave answers blank on the test or score a 0 on the test. Kim is the assistant principal and has been the assistant principal for the past 5 years. She is trying to implement a technology-rich curriculum into the school to help improve scores. She does find difficulty with staff involvement with the integration of technology, as the staff is very traditional and kind of stuck in their ways of teaching. Kim tries to use her background of being an English language arts teacher to help her see the benefit of analyzing assessment data as a way to improve their instruction and their curriculum within the school. The legal issues in the case study: that no laws have been violated, the needs of students are not being met, and legally, if the student has an IEP, they should have accommodations that meet the needs of the student. There's lack of differentiated instruction, lack of assessment accommodations, possible discrimination based on if the student's IEPs are being followed. Throughout the case, there is no harassment, though. The assistant principal, Kim, is attempting to implement a new curriculum into the school with the addition of digital resources into the classroom that will help meet the needs of every student. But when she is trying to implement these resources and curriculums into the school, she's met with resistance from the staff. Facts about the people. First, we have Kim. She's the assistant principal. She has been the assistant principal for 5 years, and she's trying to implement new technology-rich curriculums and resources to better serve students. The staff at Triscuit Middle School, they have a very traditional way of teaching. They're very resistant to any type of change, and the majority of the teachers are Caucasian. And you have the students at Triscuit Middle School. 65% of students qualify for free and reduced lunch. 80% of students are African American. 17% of students are Caucasian, and 3% are other race. Facts about the place. This is, again, Triscuit Middle School. It has 650 students that are 7th and 8th grade. There are 80 staff members. It is located in a large metropolitan area. It is an urban area, and it is part of the large Rockford City School District. What we don't know about the place, are there other schools in the district, what the scores of those other schools are, and the school and community involvement with the other schools. We do know that in Triscuit Middle School, the parent involvement is low, but they could have a higher community involvement. But the school and community environment surrounding Triscuit Middle School is unknown. Facts about the program: they do use the Holt-McDougall textbook. They go with norm reference assessments are being used based on what they're learning from the textbook. The students are scoring below average on state assessments in math and English language arts. Many times students will not answer questions on the state assessments, and they score a 0. And majority of teachers are very traditional in their ways of teaching, with just straight lecture lessons and paper and pencil assessments. So it's not very diverse in the ways that they teach. So reviewing and prioritizing the information, the school has consistently been scoring below average on state assessments. Kim is trying to promote a new curriculum for the school. The district is very supportive of professional development, which would allow great opportunity for staff to get trained in new ways of teaching. The staff is very resistant to the changes that Kim is trying to implement at the school, and because of this, the needs of students are not being met. So here's our options on how to handle the case. First, you could do nothing. If we do nothing, nothing changes. The needs of the students are still not being met, and the problems that we're seeing with state assessments and school culture will continue to be the same. Kim could take direct control, and Kim would be the incomplete control of the way the instruction happens. She would lead to low motivation of staff, and staff morale would be very low. It is a very micromanaging style of leadership that most likely would not be welcomed by the staff. She could be informational and provide multiple avenues to deliver instruction in new ways and allow teachers to choose what she believes would be best for each teacher. Or she could take the route of collaboration, where administration and teachers work together to brainstorm ways to implement new instruction and the curriculum in what they feel is the best way. The evaluation of the options: if we do nothing, there are no pros. Nothing changes. The results will stay the same. No student growth, no culture change within the school. If we take the direct control route, we are going to see that the expectations are very, very clear for teachers on what's expected of them in their teaching. The cons of that is that it's going to create a negative school culture. The staff morale and buy-in would be at an all-time low, to where the school culture will be drastically affected by this. The informational route gives the pros, that it gives the teachers the option for their class, and whatever they feel fits their class best is what they're able to change. The con would be that you're lacking consistency among the staff, which can lead to mixed results for students based on if one teacher is teaching within the same subject, they're teaching it one way compared to another teacher, and you're going to see mixed results based on that instead of having continuity throughout. And if we take the collaboration route, everybody has the opportunity to voice an opinion. We allow staff to feel part of the decision and process, build staff morale during this time. The buy-in of staff is high, and we're more likely to see changes happen. Some of the cons is some of the staff may choose not to participate in some of these meetings, and they wouldn't feel as though they were a part of the decision. I believe that the best choice for this case study is to work on collaboration. With this approach, Kim would be able to work with members of the staff to find the best solution. As a team, they would be able to decide on a path to try, and this will work on creating healthy relationships between both staff and administration. It'll be able to build a new school culture and build staff morale and buy-in throughout the school. To implement this, we would build a leadership team. We'd allow the staff to volunteer to be part of this leadership team. We'd meet in a collaborative space so that everybody feels welcome. And it's not in one person's room or one person's office, but it is in a space that we're going to share. We look at the different opinions and options that we have. We make sure that we have culturally responsive options. We have digital resources that are available. And collaboratively, we make it a decision on what is best for students. And that's what we have to remember, is that we're doing this for the kids and for the students, and we need to decide what's best for students. And then it's not always what teachers are most comfortable with. Sometimes we have to change. Developing training for staff. Once the decision's made, we're going to make sure that all staff and students are aware of the upcoming changes, and we're going to make sure that the staff is trained in the new instructional ways. Positive impacts from this: we're able to see student growth quickly from the new style of curriculum. The teachers accept the change. You have more resources available to be used for staff and students in the classroom, and we have a positive school culture change. The negatives that could come from this is that you have little to no teacher volunteer to be on the team, to where you're not really sampling a good size of the staff. Teachers don't accept the change and continue to teach in the same way. We don't see the student growth that we're wanting, and there's no school culture change. These are the standard integrations for this assignment, and thank you, and I really enjoyed this class.